Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Bam. Oh, wait. Bam. Wait. Bam. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. The ocean is right behind me. You just can't see it. It's so bright. I'm in a beautiful place on the ocean here in Treasure Island, St. Pete's, Clearwater, Florida, baby. Let's go. If you do what you love, you can go anywhere you want in the world. You should be inspired by my trips. You should be inspired that I bring this entire setup wherever I go. We got a beautiful mic. My travel setup is better than most YouTubers' regular setup. I'm telling you right now, I used to look at them. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I'm super excited that, let's pray that the Wi-Fi is awesome. Let's pray that everything goes. We did do a test yesterday. No drop frames. Everything seemed to be going well. You're in my hometown, baby. Shout out to Rodney Robinson in the house. Can't wait to hang, bro. Dude, Fort DeSoto, whatever you want. One thing I will say, I seem like I'm complaining, but the beach here is like, you have to walk so far to get to the water, and then the beach is really flat. My wife already suggested maybe we rent the car and go to a better beach. And Rodney, I know you know all the greatest beaches, so let's get a picnic going at one point. Let's hang out. Anyone else in St. Pete's wants to meet up, let's try to do it. I'm really bad at scheduling and meeting people because I already have my whole life pretty planned out. But if I can slide a meetup or something in there, I would hope to do it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get the sip of the water. That's good filtered water. Right out the refrigerator here. It's got a nice filter built in. Shout out to everybody here. Let's break down Bitcoin like we do. Let's get the music up and running. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Wrong button, but don't worry. I'm going to make it through this. Shout out to everybody out here. Last night, I talked about Bitcoin booming to the upside. I gave you the call. Here was the trade. Stop loss was below this big order block. In case we did come to the order block, likelihood that that's a bullish order block we could bounce from. And this would end up making a falling wedge. And so I liked my stop loss below that. I got into the trade. I gave it to the trading group. We are up over 20% now in the trade. God bless anyone that jumped on in to the trade. And I gave the trade last night, even though I was flying, even though I was going through a lot of stuff, even though I just got to an Airbnb, even though I just built my studio. There's no excuses not to perform your job. My job is to produce gains for anyone who comes into my trading group. That is my job. And last night, I did my job. I gave a call for Bitcoin at 28,315. And we are in the money right now at 25.15. We're up over 22% now at this point. If you took the trade with me, I went in 28x lev. If you took the trade with me, may God bless you. Because you're in the gains again with the lifer. How many days do I wake up and tell you you're in the gains with me? So many. Rodney Robinson in the house. God bless you, brother. Crypto Wars today. Can't wait to see Sam tear it up. Hey, you never know what's going to happen. What if I lose all my trades? It's kind of eerie, man, for everyone to watch you trade for 1 hour of your life. Like, look at all the trades I've done. And I'm going to get speculated for 1 hour of my life. But let's see what happens. You know, I'm pretty good at banging out 40, 30, 50, 60%. I usually do better than I saw the other team do on a daily basis. Last night I did better, but it was overnight. Shout out to a lot more crypto. I got a lot of crypto, but I need a lot more. Bang. Shout out to Jesse Namasil. Jesse, I love you. You know you're one of my buddies for life, Jesse. All you are, but Jesse, man, God bless you, brother. Always think about you in the hospital there with your dad holding your hand, man. That will stay with me for the rest of my life. I wish I had a water boy to get me more water. I'm leaving my office at 4 p.m. and we'll be out there around 6. I'm just going to a party tonight. But after tonight, then I'm free. You know what I mean? Maybe you can come. I don't know. We'll find out. I bet, can I muscle my buddy in here? Love you, Sammy. Thank you for everything. God bless you, brother. I appreciate you, man. God bless you guys. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We appreciate each and every one of you. Sean, Crypto Bear Baker, Chris Gross, Hassan Armouche, Birdman, and everybody out here. I've been going so hard on studying, I've been forgetting to come to the live over the past month. I'm back now. Baby, shout out to Tech, man. It's okay. You got to get your life in order. It's all gravy, baby. And Ben booming to the upside. We talked about Ben coin pumping. That thing is doing damage cheese, right? This may be a little bright for us. There you go. As the sun kind of comes in there, I don't want to be too overexposed. Anyway, Bitcoin holding 25.5. We're going to look at another chart and break it down for you like we do every single day. Let's look at BTC, USDT on KuCoin. Anyway, so I've been watching this flag. Previous resistance becomes support. 21-day moving average touching the 4-hour. Remember when we were here, I was like, oh, price has to dump to the 4-hour. I said the only way we won't is if we go sideways and we connect to the 21-day moving average. We stayed above the point of control. Everything is looking interesting. We're above the 200 SMA, well above it for a big move coming to the upside. This is how parabolic moves happen, right? This looks like a parabola could be forming here for Bitcoin. There's just a lot of fear going on, and when there's fear, there's opportunity. Fear means everyone else is not willing, and when everyone else is not willing, I am very willing. You get it? So that's how you want to be. When people aren't willing, you want to be willing. That's the key. I'm going to bring that down just a notch there. I think that's better. All right. Being a cameraman for years, all that stuff affects me. Shout out to the 414 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. As we bring the show on the road, no matter where it goes, this show does not stop. I have not taken a day off, and I continuously will not take another day off. Let's break down. So Bitcoin in this parabola could easily begin a massive move to the upside. I've seen these happen just like this before, and this thing looks like it's beginning some type of bigger movement to the upside. Again, I could be wrong, but you're in a gap in the VRVP. You already left the big high volume node area right there. When you lift it off of 26.8, you're on your way. Now, we got the spike, but a lot of times Bitcoin likes to eat into these wicks, so I wouldn't be surprised if we ate through the wick on some big candles to the upside. Let's look at the daily and how the daily closed last night. Let's take a look at the weekly and break it down. I'm going to delete all my work. We're going to double click. We're going to even get rid of this so we can see all the screen. And we're going to really look at price action. Look how beautiful and sexy that is, right? Oof. So sexy. So sexy. Nice, beautiful price action. I got to move over a little bit, I think, because I'm just getting a little bit of a glare here. Let me get a tilt down on that. There we go. There we go. Man, I make sure I bring in a monitor. I want to bring 2 monitors, but this one's good enough for me. And it'll be different. I'll be on Trade Wars trading without my usual 6 monitors setup. But all I need is 1 monitor to see what I'm seeing. All right. And Bitcoin booming, 28,535, doing damage on MEXC. Shout out to anyone that's on MEXC. All right. If you want to learn how to trade futures, I believe MEXC is the best. It's amazing. Jump into MEXC today. We have a link right here, all right, to MEXC. Also, to my S&P people, to my Forex people, if you want to not have to leave the same account, you want to trade Bitcoin, all this fun stuff, and still do that, BingX. Right there at the top of the screen, you see that big BingX logo? Huge. It's so big. It's up right there. It's right up there. It's all the way up there. Hit the QR code to BingX or the link below. I'm telling you right now, BingX will blow your mind. It's an amazing place, and it's a good place to trade. And they have access to way more than other things. Can't wait to hang, bro. God bless. Roddy Robinson in the house. Crypto Bear Baker. Where you once wick, you will candlestick. JD said that. No limits today. I'm out. I know, right? Did Jerome Powell speak today? I believe he speaks later on today. Bang, bang, bang. I may not be able to cover it because I'll be on Trade Wars today. Remember, I'll be on Trade Wars today on Debate Crypto. 3 o'clock. Check it out. Just subscribe. Back to the 99. Let's go. Shout out to Jaden Rady. God bless you, brother. We're going to keep you going. We got way more going in. Powell in at 12 p.m. Powell speaks at 12. Do I cover the Powell speak and continue to move it? I may actually cancel out of the Powell speech, even though they are big winners for me. Every time he speaks, I do get a lot of love, man, and it's a good look for my business and for my channel. We get some of the most views ever when I cover Jerome Powell speaking. But we'll see. We will see. All right. Let's break it down like we do. So we know the weekly has resistance at 31,600 where we've wicked. We know the weekly has beautiful support at 25,225K where we have bounced off of. And let's flip on that moving average. And look at So the RSI is in a good place. MACD, the stochastics RSI is in a good spot. Let me bring the music down just a little hair, just a hair. So let's take a look here at the MACD. MACD's in a good spot. Like, just turned and looks like it's about to get a huge move to the upside on the weekly. Like, that's a very bullish sign on the MACD weekly. Again, it's the MACD. I've seen it just out of nowhere just turn right down. Do not put a lot of faith in the MACD. I use so many other indicators. People who just trade the MACD, no. Glad to see George got his channel back. Yes, George got his channel back. Bitcoin is going to fly. We're in that long, baby, and we're going to keep it long. So the weekly looks like a big move is coming for Bitcoin. All right, and you can even just say it was in this, like, you could say it broke out of a descending triangle, really, and they're 50-50 patterns. I like to say it was in a falling wedge that it broke out of, broke back inside, and then got busy. That gives you the measured move. I don't know why I'm so mini right now, right? I'm in like the mini world. But that gives you a measured move all the way up here to 34,008. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that is highly likely based on fundamentals. So this is our range Bitcoin's been in. And honestly, you could even say, hey, is that a big flag that could break us to the upside? I haven't even looked at that before. And there's a possibility that that is happening. We had that descending triangle, but it's been negated once you broke out as heavily as we have. All right. So that looks like a flag. That measured move takes us all the way to 46,190. Just write these things down. This looks very interesting to me. All right. So right off the bat, we can see our areas. We know if we lose this area, we come back down to 24.3. And if we lose that, we're going to test 21,008. All right. That's the weekly support or resistance. I want to bring up the 200 SMA. I'm a big guy on that. I use it all the time. I want to make sure this weekly candle closes above that yellow line. Right now, we are doing that. Bitcoin at 28,534, doing really, really well. Pumping to the upside on the 4-hour time frame, just doing damage. Doing absolute damage. I gave you this trade. This trade is still playing out. If you trade with me, I have lost, I have been wrong like 2 times out of the last 30 days or something for Bitcoin. It's been insane. Like, when I say where it's going at night, I wake up, bang. When I make a Bitcoin call in the morning, bang. Yes, sir. George got his channel back. I did shout him out on Twitter. Said I would say a prayer for him. I did. And look, the prayers were answered. He got his channel back like that. And that gives me hope, and I love that. When any crypto influencer, I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. When any crypto influencer doesn't get their channel removed, it freaks me out, of course. I mean, no emotions here. Just the facts of the charts. Keep an open mind. Amen. Not going to do it. Just asking, what's the biggest amount you can 100x on BingX? That's a good question. I don't know. Is there a limit? Like 10 mil? Yeah, exactly. At one point, they won't match, right? They won't match it. I like this 1 hour, this 4 hour. I'm trading the 4 hour and the 4 hour alone. Do you guys think I trade enough? Look at all these arrows. Look how I sold the top there. I love when they're right there on the top and they're right there on the bottom. It's not like I have green arrows up here and red arrows down there. All my green arrows are down here. All my red arrows are up there. I'm selling the bottoms. I'm buying the bottoms. I'm selling the tops. But that's amazing. Do you think I traded enough? Look at all those arrows. Those are all my trades. It's insane. I kind of want to delete them. They're annoying. I don't know if you can. Possibly, right? Wow, Bitcoin's struggling with this 25 area. We're going to take a look at what's happening on the smaller time frames in a split second. Let's move on into the 3-day chart. 3-day chart had hidden bullish divergence. I go over it every single day. First time I really started talking about it was somewhere around here on August 26th. It'll be 2 months soon that I've gone over this over and over and over again. Since the high will break above the previous high. If you use the RSI, you juxtapose it with price action. When price action has an upward momentum and RSI has a downward momentum, that is hidden bearish divergence. Who here doesn't know hidden bearish? Who here is the first time they've ever seen it? I know I've said this thousands of times on my live, but I stream for the beginner and for the expert. Fear is a fake emotion acting real every single time, baby. Every single time. But look, that's a hidden bullish divergence, likely to break to the upside. Look at the 3-day though. It is curving up, but I've seen massive moves come from this. We just want to see the 3-day break above this high here. There's a high volume node. It suggests that we're going to get all the way up to 30,200. We did wake up there, right, on that crazy move, but okay. Can you explain hidden divergence? I've heard, but still can't recognize it. Why do they pump? Sam, the S&P midi futures are on the struggle, but at the moment, that could be in play with the Bitcoin price action. We'll take a look at the S&P. Uncheck order history. Thank you so much for saying that. You just saved me. I really appreciate that. Uncheck order history, which is probably in here, right? In the settings. Order confirmation window, which I like, but also it gets in the way a little bit. Sometimes when you need to make a quick trade, you take it off when you're like doing crazy stuff. I'll find it at the right moment in time. Bitcoin holding 28.5 though, nicely to the upside. And look, there's just still momentum here on the stochastic. Let me tell you, take a look. So someone asked, what is hidden bullish? Let me show you. Normally price action will go up, it'll come down, it'll go up, it'll come down, right? And the stochastics will follow. Say this is the stochastics RSI, all right? Or say this is the RSI, forgive me. The RSI is more like this, like a jagged move up and a jagged move down, right? And a jagged move up. And what happens is you'll see price action doing its thing, and then price action will move up. Usually a big spike too. It usually will be a really big spike. Then it will get like like some type of bearish div. The moving averages will be far apart. Like here's the 21, here will be the 200, and price will come all the way back down, right? It'll hit the 200, and when you pull this gap, and then the RSI will come down like this, and you'll have hidden bullish divergence. The RSI will be below a very solid point, but you'll have a high here. Likely, when you pull the Fibonacci, like from here to here, you're going to end up in like a golden pocket or a 786 inside. And that's just, it's golden. Like I've played this so many times in my life on multiple assets. You can trade this on the stochastic, whatever you want. This is my golden ticket to getting paid. When I see this, I enter and I hold for like 3 to 4 weeks. And 90% of the time, this thing pays me unless there's like a black swan or something really weird happening. This is hidden bullish divergence, man. Learn it, get to know it, understand it, use it. It'll change your life. All right. That's why people love the channel. We stop for a moment to explain anything thoroughly because we know what it's like and we're super conscious of what your learning process is. We know what it's like. I know what it's like to be a beginner. I remember when I first started doing this. I remember when it was just the beginning. You know what I mean? I still know how you feel, and I want to make sure that you get the best every single time you're with me. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you so much for this Airbnb providing a lovely Wi-Fi experience. Knock on some type of wood here. May God keep blessing this Wi-Fi. Excellent connection, strong streaming settings. I have a lot of stuff due today. If the Wi-Fi didn't work today, you can imagine my emotions on the plane and when we got in here last night, not knowing if Trade Wars was going to be okay. You know, I'm also going to be on Crypto Crossfire tomorrow on Ben's channel. This is a big deal. Every Friday, catch me on Ben Armstrong's channel, Crypto Crossfire, baby. It's going to be a big deal. I'm super excited. You should be excited. Our communities will mesh. I'm actually like, I can't believe it. I think it's one of the biggest, awesomest experiences of my life. Ben has been such an awesome supporter of my entire, movement. Again, some people go, Sam, you're such a family man and a Catholic man. I don't judge human beings for what they've done and for their sins. I just don't. And again, I don't even want to say sins. I don't judge people, man. I know what people have done for me, and that's it. You've ever done something good for me? I'm going to remember that. I may not be 100% what everything you do, but I'm going to be behind that. Could you fill this with water, my love? It would be so nice. Wow, you're so tired. How was the Waffle House? She went like this. Whack. That means it was garbage.
You wouldn't be happy. The waffle was amazing, but everything else was subpar.
Fake eggs?
No, not fake eggs. I can't explain it.
No fresh squeezed OJ?
There's no finesse to it. There's no
Like Horace Harding and Queens Boulevard.
It's open 24/7, so that's.
Oh, that's a waffle. It's a 24/7 Waffle House. That's why. You should have said that. Everyone knows what those places are like. We're lucky they stay open at 1 a.m. That's where you go when you're happy to get a waffle when people, and they just happen to stay open.
Go to an egg and cheese, so that way when you finish the live, you can go straight to the beach.
Thank you. I don't have to go to the 1 p.m. It's been canceled. Oh, you spoke to my agent. Shh. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So let's keep looking at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart looks pretty good to me, right? Let's take a look at our daily. Our daily getting a little high. I have to be honest. It's bearish. It's bearish on the stochastics, but it could flip bullish. And even the MACD has got a little lack of bullish momentum, but it has a bullish cross. RSI hasn't crossed the dotted line yet. There's no bearish div yet on the daily. Really? You know what I mean? What? I might have just spoken too soon there. Swing up the swing. Oh, there's a little bit of bearish div here. Yeah, there's a little bit of bearish div on the daily time frame. So now we do have to be cautious. That is bearish divergence on the daily. Could we come all the way back? to the downside. There's a chance. There's a chance. I'm going to build this for you. Do not worry. And by the end of this, you'll possibly see a trade that will play out as well. Wow, Bitcoin losing 28.5 yet again. I may just take profits. I'm sick of watching Bitcoin go to 28.550, 24, 25.50, 25.30, 25.50. It's like, dude, I take profits. No, I know. Take profits. It's like, now here's the deal. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. If you've traded like me for over 10 years, right, you will know. And I started trading when I was 25 years old. I'm 40 years old now. That's a long time, all right? Now, rising wedges break to the downside 68% of the time. However, we have a beautiful support and resistance here. Look at that. Resistance, resistance, wick back up, resistance, bounce, 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 fell through, came back above. The likelihood that that holds is really strong. 27,230 is a key area. Remember, we went over it many, many times. It's also more of a chance that this goes parabolic. We break out of the rising wedge to the upside. Now, that only happens 32% of the time, but it does happen. And this rising wedge would moon. Being above this point of control is all that matters. Once we lose it, then we start to begin to think of shorting. You do not have to short unless you're doing small time shorts or you want to get into a perfect short at the top or you're already in a short. I'd feel more comfortable with a bearish retest of this point of control to the downside. I'd be more comfortable with a bearish retest of this trend line here. What is a bearish retest? A retest is when you lose a key area, but then you try to get back inside of it. You retest it. You find out that it's not strong and you get rejected, usually with a nice rejection to the downside. So we're looking for what's called a retest here at the bottom of this trend line. And this thing retests, we will get a massive drop to the downside. All right. So you don't really have to worry about a short until we lose this point of control and we go below this line and then come for the retest. So don't stress. Everything will be okay. Take a deep breath and know that you're on the channel that's going to tell you basically exactly what's going to happen at the right time. You know, I'm not going to tell you exactly what Bitcoin's going to do, but I'm going to be able to give you, I'm going to be pretty spot on with what's going to happen and when to plan it out. Everything is planned out. Always have a plan for Bitcoin. All right. So this could go either way. And more likely, the probability is that this breaks to the downside. However, as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, that's not going to happen. As long as Bitcoin stays above this yellow moving average right here, which is the 200 simple moving average, all right, on the daily time frame, we are not going to the downside, period. Once we lose that, you're going to see me change my tune completely and begin to think about a short to the downside. I want to see this 21 cross the 200 SMA. What will happen is price will pump, boom. 21 will get pulled across the 200. The 50 will come. Eventually, we'll be up in here in a flag, and we'll see a preemptive golden cross. That will be another move, and then we'll get the golden cross. Once we get above this zone, we're definitely likely going to break. Once we get above this high volume node, these two nodes here, we're so likely going to break that high, all right, at 31,800. Anyway, as you can see, I am more bullish than bearish because we're above the 200 SMA. Whenever we're doing that, I have to remain bullish. This is a simple way to trade. And if you go by this, it's amazing. Look, Bitcoin back to 28,540 that fast. We're back to the high of the trade again. I can't believe the price action. 4 hour looks absolutely amazing. If this 4 hour doesn't rip, my name ain't Sam. And I shouldn't have said that because my name might not be Sam at the end of the day because you never know what can happen to price action. I'm open-minded, but I am very, very adamant that we're going to get a pretty nice pump to the upside. Yes, we're a little overbought on the daily, but that could flip. Yes, the 22 hours a little sketched out too. But I'll tell you what, even on these bigger time frames, let me show you. See this? We were up, we did a double top. Look, we are curving right there. We do a double top. And whenever you're up in here, big momentum. So look, we were here, we came down, we double bottomed. Boom. That big pump came from when we were right there. Just like this big pump is about to happen. I'm telling you right now, we're about to get a golden cross and the 21 crossing the 200. That's a bullish sign. Look, we're breaking out of this flag already to the upside. It's got a beautiful measured move. 22 hour could get a big pump here, even though the Stokes are a little high. So I'm leaning bullish today. I'm already in a trade. Wednesday's my favorite day to trade. And Jerome Powell's coming out. And this brings, and see how we started at the weekly? We moved into the daily. We got to the 3-day. Nice and calm and easy. Now we're at the daily, and now we're at to the 4 hour time frame. And now we actually see a possible, and again, I'm sorry if you're not in my trading group, but you already got this set up last night. I was up till like 1 or 2 in the morning working tirelessly for my trading group because I had to travel on a plane, and I wanted to make sure everyone had what they needed because they're paying for it. And when you pay for something in my trading group, you get it. I worked 7 days a week because every single day is somebody's first day in my trading group. Every day is someone's thinking of leaving the trading group, and I'm going to make sure you don't, because I'm going to give you every single thing you have. Think about me as the best teacher and mentor you could ever have. I'm going to teach you everything. I'm going to stand by you. I'm going to build you up. I'm not going to let you get depressed. You're going to see me staying positive every single day. You're going to be like, how did he do it? I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can stay positive every day, you can too. There's no, and look at all and when you stay positive, more things come into your life. So look, there was a bearish div on the daily. That had me a little stressed. All right. And there's kind of a little bearish div there that got negated as that's swinging down. But at the same time, they're both swinging down. I love the stochastic. I like the lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. And see this falling volume with falling price? That tells me that we're losing sellers. We're about to get a massive pump to the upside. When the volume starts to drop while the price action starts to go sideways, it's telling me we're losing the direction we're going. Where's the gasoline for that move? We also have previous resistance become support. There were so many reasons why this was an easy long last night for me. Not an easy, but a simple long. I don't like using the word easy because nothing is easy. My dad made me say nothing is easy over and over and over again. Bitcoin at 28,550 and starting to get a bit of a moon here to the upside. Let's take a look at our 1 hour time frame, which is very, very overbought. So let's break this down now. Now I'm in the small time frame. So the big time frames look great. That's definitely something that we have solidified. The big time frames look good to me. It's these other time frames that are a little weirding me out a little bit. So let's attempt to make sense of this. We woke up this morning, and you know what? You're going to the pool? Oh my gosh. You are the cutest thing I've ever seen. Hello. You're almost as cute as Summer when she was your age, but I don't know. Look at my girls. So let's take a look here at BTC. I love you girls. You know Daddy does all these streams for you girls. You know that, right? They didn't even listen to me. It's a weird pattern, man. It's a W. It's a W on the 1 hour. 4 hour has a nice flag. 1 hour has a nice flag. 1 hour is just wacky. I feel like this is what I feel we were in. We broke out of the original ascending triangle that we made. Remember that? Or the symmetrical, whatever you want to call it. We nailed that trade. Remember that trade we nailed? What was that? Sunday night or Monday night? We nailed that trade. Yeah, that was Monday night. The night that we gave the money to Love Learning, that thing boomed. And I took massive gains. I was up huge, but I ended up and we nailed that trade. If you remember correctly, in my trading group, I was up till 2 in the morning servicing that trade, making sure the trade played out. Guys, you guys are real loud in here with the echo. Anyway, now we're booming. Look at that. Bitcoin at 550. Can it get above the resistance? Very overbought on the SRSI, but the RSI has legs, and the MACD is just getting started, telling me that there's more. There could be more coming even on the 1 hour. 1 hour may have to get pinned up here, and it did just cross the dotted line, and it's pointing to the upside. So the 1 hour, man, it's at the end of its momentum, says the indicators, but it could get flush. It could get flush. 28,558. We have not been able to get above this resistance So look, this is heavy resistance on the 1 hour time frame right now. Bulls must break back above this level. It's about 28,600. We break above 28,006. We are in the money. You are now in the money again, even more if you're in my trading group. Like it's getting awesome right now. Like that trade that we made last night is booming. We are up 24% now on the trade. God bless everybody else that took the trade. If you saw the education that I teach and go over every single day, we did it again. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Thank you so much. Bang. 28 Lev, 24% gains. In it, 28,315. Still in it, 25,64. And now we went all the way to 28,6. Do you see that? We are now up even more. Hold up. Wait. No. Wow, the trade just blasted. Wow. Beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. It just ripped to 28.6 above the resistance here, or hit resistance above these little levels. That is a resistance for Bitcoin. At the same time, it's a bit of a W. You'd mark this as the neckline. You take that neckline to the base of one of the W's and swing that. And that tells you where the W is supposed to go. You're supposed to go to 29,300. So, and again, we're going to have to break through this resistance to remain bullish, but the 4 hour says it's going to press. When the 4 hour gets really bullish, what it'll do is it'll pin the 1 hour. The 1 hour will stay a little higher than it's supposed to. All right, let's take a look at our 15. Our 15 is getting low and parabolic with some crazy moves up or down. It also has a golden cross approaching. So to me, this is what happened. We broke out, we broke back in, we broke out again. The rising wedge wants to make a move. Length of the pole to the upside. Golden cross coming. I see a massive pump coming right now for Bitcoin on this 15 minute. To me, Bitcoin is about to explode all the way up to this measured move at 28.8 and get to this next resistance. It's very likely on the stochastics RSI. Very, very likely. All right. I wanted to bring up BOOKMAP, but I'm always afraid to do it. I'm afraid it could eat the stream alive. Stream's going so well. You know what I mean? I could push it and flip BOOKMAP on, but we'll do it. God bless the BOOKMAP. We love you. Beautiful company, beautiful people over at BOOKMAP. All right. And we will attempt to load up le BOOKMAP. Le BOOKMAP. Le BOOMA. I call it BOMA. Right? Commanders, are you the individual? Not. I don't know what he meant. Anyway. We love to work with you, brother. God willing. Who is this? Hold on. Wow, the chat. I didn't look at the chat, and then it's just doing this. Look. It was just flying, like trying to catch up to itself. It is Thursday, right? That's so funny, right? Like, I care, you know what I mean? I said it was Wednesday, right? So funny, right? It's Thursday, bro. You're wrong. You're wrong. You don't know the day of the week. You know what? The day of the week doesn't matter when you're living your life, man. The family vacation vibe is awesome. Thank you. Right? It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. You guys don't know it's Monday? What is wrong with you? Honestly, I don't care what day. No, I actually do know the days because today is Thursday, screen share day. I can't do the screen share today, though. I will be busy. All right, let's take a look at BOOKMAP. Bang. Go to YouTube Live BOOKMAP. No. I got my own little settings. I got my own little game. All right. Let's take a look at it. And again, it's got liquidity on both sides, but it has a lot of liquidity to the upside. There's a gap here which tells it has to make a move to get down there. It would rather pump right up to 29,000 and then all the way up to 29.5. You know, Jerome Powell is going to speak today. What if he is just so hawkish that he trumps the market? Or what if he just realizes I think they're out of power, man. I think people realize the Fed is powerless and Bitcoin is the one. Bitcoin is the answer. Bitcoin does so many things. Bitcoin's better against governments that are just not. The governments don't work correctly. Let's be honest. The SEC, like, no one seems to be happy with it. No Democrat seems to be happy with it. No Republican. People on both sides of the aisle are very upset with the SEC. People, you know, the people from the people that represent working class people in Democratic districts, they were hammering the SEC because they were saying, listen, like, you guys are putting all these restraints on small banks, and it's going to make it hard for small businesses to get loans. They want to conglomerate the banking system, don't you see? They don't want little banks to suggest. They want to have one or two central banks. They want a CBDC, and they want you all under the thumb of Klaus Schwab. You will have nothing and be happy. Get out of here, man. I will never live a life like that. I will push and dream and use all my energy, all my prayers, and all my love to have something so much different than that existence. You know, so I told you the 15-minute is about to explode for Bitcoin. Very, very likely, in my humble opinion, 28,570. And we see these orders further to the upside, and it does corroborate the story that we can get all the way up to 29,600 even today. So where's my target of the 4-hour time frame? Let's see if that coincides. Shout out to Love Learning. The bonds have been delivering their own version of rate hikes for the economy, doing the Fed's job for them. So there's a chance of dovish Fed in any case. I believe they're done raising rates. I think they may come out today and say they're never going to raise rates, right? We already know with our CME watch tool what's happening. And wow, this thing is, my computer's handling BOOKMAP right now. Shout out to the Rogue, the Republic of Gamers Strix laptop, $3,000 laptop. I had to go all in to make sure it was going to make the trip for the lifer, man. CVD of 15. We're getting blasted to the upside here. Boom, 600 again. We got to get through this resistance for Bitcoin. Stochastics RSI say we can. 7-minute also wants the blast. So, like, this is what I'm seeing here. Look, now if you look at the 7, you're just still inside of this ascending triangle. You just got to, you know. And that thing wants the moon. Once we get above 28,006, we are gone. We are gone. They're going to squeeze these shorts. Look at the moving averages. Look at the golden cross. Had you just played the front run of the golden cross in the 7-minute, you'd be in the money. I teach my students this all the time. You look for this to basically, you look for the lines to about to cross because they're latent indicators. So you can't wait for them to cross. You got to front run that stuff. You got to know when to front run. You got to know when to hold them, right? You got to know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to. My patient waited in long. Got to run. Love y'all. My patient walked in. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. We love you. Schwab needs to stick to cleaning ears and stay out of our lives. I know, right? You're funny. Better late than never. How's it going, lifer? Amen. Can you zoom out more, please? We've already done that. We've done the weekly. We've done the daily. You got to go back in time. The action going up is suspicious, though. A lot of stops accumulating. Bullish uptrend on the 200 SMA. Yeah, let's see. What he said is fun. I just keep it 200, man. And we can go to the 1-minute too now. And just look at that. There's an inverted shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's a twisted, uptrending, inverted head and shoulder. That wants to break to the upside. Okay? That was a cup and handle right here that also did break out. Let's see if we got our money printer move. There it is, kind of right, or I call it the dinero banger. Right there, dinero banger right there. You got the divergence, and you get the move to the 200. You sell a partial, and if it goes above, you let it run. There's another one, but we've been, now that we're in an uptrend, we're back above the 200 SMA. All right. There we go, 28,614. I told you that we were about to blast to the upside on the 15-minute. Why? Because I study the 15 so much, and when the indicators look a certain way, I could feel it. I can feel the pump. Look at that. I told you. I told you. I told you. Didn't I just tell you that was going to happen? I told you that was going to happen. How many times have I told you guys what was going to happen and it happens? How many times? How many times? How many times? What a blast to the upside for Bitcoin. 28,632. Trade up 31% now. Banging on them to the upside. Look at that. I told you that was going to happen. I told you, and you didn't listen to me. You didn't listen to me. You didn't listen, and I said this was about to happen. I told you. Man. Oh, Dream Tanks, you want me to zoom out on BOOKMAP. You didn't explain what you wanted me to zoom out. I don't want to see that stuff right now. I love you. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie's like, I took the gains. I took gains, lifer. I made gains on that. Look, it went all the way to the target. The first target right there, take profit one at 28,738. And this thing is just getting started, man. The 4-hour wants to move. Don't you get it? Look at that 4-hour. I gave you the trade last night. Again, I'm on point. Even though I still, that's how good TA is. You can travel, you can be tired, you can be all the stuff can happen, you can still nail it. How accurate are we on this channel for Bitcoin? How accurate are we? Percentage-wise, how many times have you seen me call Bitcoin? How many? Insane, man. Insane. And again, people are like, he's bragging, he's full of himself. Dude, I work 7 days a week to achieve this type of success and this type of, diligence. Look at the golden cross about to happen. I mean, if this doesn't continue to pump, I don't know what will. This thing is mean right now, and it got above a key resistance. We get it in, 100%. You're the man. Grayscale has filed a new registration statement with the SEC. Is an ongoing attempt to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into an ETF. Not bragging when it's true, baby. Facts. Shout out to Caesar Cordero in the house. Man, I called this pump before it even happened. I could see it so clearly. You know, when I have a lack of sleep, I'm almost better at the charts because my mind doesn't have so much to play with. It just can see things exactly without too much thought. Looks like Bitcoin needs a weekly candle close above 31K to negate the looming head and shoulder. You guys are funny, man. If you knew your moving averages, all you would care about is the weekly getting above the 200 SMA right now. That's all you would care about. Look how well the weekly just got above the 200, everyone. Like, this is a big deal. Like, if you don't realize what a big deal this is, I've been screaming for this. Look how well above we're there now. Now we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for this weekly candle to close. All we wanted was the candle to close above this resistance at 28,080 and above this yellow line. That's all we care about. Everything else, one step at a time. One step at a time. Bang, bang, bang. They're going to make what looks like a head and shoulder and then rip it to the upside and smash the longs. You mean smash the shorts, I think you meant to say. Tapped yesterday's London high. Bitcoin is crying out for 30K. Made that gain. Don't try to go against Sammy. If you knew better, you wouldn't be here. Shout out to Seize the Day. Just made 160 on my break. Love being a lifer. Life is great. Shout out to Timmy313. Made 150 bucks on his break. That's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? On his break. Like, while he's at work, still taking gains. You know? Jerome might dump it. Dude said, like a stream or two ago, that sleep is more important. And now he's saying the opposite. Why? These people are strange. Sleep is the most important thing in the world. But I just traveled here. I don't even listen to the trolls, man. Sleep is so important. I work out every day. Been in the trade all day since the dump this morning. Up 40,000. Bang, 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 baby. We've been in the trade since last night, dude. So we probably took even more gains. Shout out to Juice World. I love you, man. My man banging on him. Shout out to Z Witchy. Shout out to Manus Druha. Shout out to Crunk C. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Jeffrey Smith. Just hit 120% on the toilet at work. Get them toilet scalps in. I know, right? I'm at work taking gains as well, fertilizing lawns and making 300 bucks. That's a full day's pay for me. Look how many people are making gains while they're at work on the live stream, dude. Waiting for Jerome to DCA. Went to bed, woke up with a flashing icon on MEXC, right? You have gains. And I mean, that thing looks like it's going to continue to moon. 1 hour candle looking nice. Here watching the trades called accurately and still complaining about nothing. LOL. Pencil necks. Dude, these people are the worst. They will whine about, you will give them a full 5-course meal and they'll complain there wasn't a 6th one. You know what I mean? Where's the 6th course? Hiding in my office, trading as well. Jesse Navaso. I definitely not trolling. I thought it was funny. Patches. I'm semi-retired and trade while at work. No, I am adamant about sleep. All the time. But I'm in a new place. I have a big, exciting day today. Taking gains at work. A lot more crypto. I love it, man. He got a lot more. Are you going to share the Powell speech? I don't know, man. My family's going to want to actually hang out with me, you know? But maybe I will. I'll tell my wife. We'll talk about it. There's a chance. Yeah, I wouldn't get out of this trade depending on the stochastics are just getting started here. This thing looks interesting to me. Dude, I called. It's just so funny, man. I was like, there it comes, and there it happened. Is it a 4-minute, I think? All right. And look, there was an inefficiency here that hadn't been filled. Right here, look. Right there. See if there's another one anywhere else. No, but look, that was an inefficiency. You knew you were going to get sucked into that. Then we blasted through it. What is an inefficiency? It's, you can see, look, see where this candle closed right there? Right there. And where this candle closed right there. Those wicks never touched. And then the candle in the middle is a fast candle. Fair value gap, right? So people trade these in Forex a lot. It tells you price action is likely going to revisit that area, and you look for the closest gaps, and you will get to the gaps. That is a bullish, I guess a bearish order block or a bullish order block. Now, if we come down off that, we should bounce off that area. That should be a key area that we should be able to get a bit of a bounce from, all right? Very interesting idea. Look at this kind of a double bottom that played out, but it was a bullish divergence. That was the narrow banger. The bullish div pulled away from the 21. You pump back to the 200. You sell a partial, and then you let it continue to fly. You get it? Golden cross approaching here on the 15-minute time frame. Only time will tell. Shout out to anybody here. We called a long last night. If you're jumping into my trading group and you paid $99 a month, basically one trade could have paid for itself. I mean, love you, brother. Get that R&R with the family. A lot of fun things to do while you're down here. Head and shoulder, 1 hour Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Possibly, I don't think so. That's a really high right shoulder. You busted through the order block. I see it as a double bottom. I see it as a giant double bottom. With double bottom, look, there's a double bottom. There's a double bottom. It's a double. I've seen this. Both double bottoms have double bottoms inside of them. The measured move for this double bottom is up to 29,308. I'm open-minded. You're trying to, you want to see this as a head and shoulder pattern, right? Kind of a shoulder. There's a head. I feel like that was your right shoulder, my man, and you should have dumped. You did not. You've negated the right shoulder. To bring this into the shoulder, then what were these? They were nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm really, really consistent about my stuff. That was the shoulder, the shoulder, the shoulder. That was a head and shoulder there. That should have taken us down. It did not. So to me, the head and shoulder is gone. It's been negated already. We X that thing out. It's a wrap. But again, you never know. But that's how I play it. That's how I see it. And I'm really adamant about how I see things. Right? Don't play the head and shoulder until further confirmation. More signals show bullish. Amen. You called it, bro. My chart says it's going down. I counter traded you and got wrecked. Never doubt the lifer. Congrats on everyone who got some gains. Look at that, dude. People always used to say NDL. You called it, bro. My charts held this going down. I counter traded you and got wrecked. Never doubt the lifer. Yeah, we're up huge now. That trade is continuing to bang. Thank you for people like you, because all you guys who shorted the market, you gave us exit liquidity. I appreciate you. I'm sorry, that's so mean, but it's the truth. It's just facts of life, right? And there's big liquidity up here. Now the liquidity disappeared below, really. They want to take us to the upside. Bitcoin has upside liquidity. Good place to take some profit is 29,280. You're going to see a big sell there. And 29,620. And you could froth over into 30,000. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 30K today. I really wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. Look at the 1 hour getting blasted to the upside. Look at this move. Look at this move, baby. And I'm not trying to be rude. I don't use a lot of what other people use. I use my own sauce. You might want to take a class with me. The last Saturday of every month I teach class. It'll be the last time that I teach class for $60 for people in the trading group and $100 for people that aren't in the trading group. Bitcoin at 28,720. And now the shorts are getting absolutely liquefied. Let's turn on that liquidator indicator. I always have to kind of toggle it when I'm traveling. Show me the liquidations, though. There they are right there. Boom. Look at that. And now we're about to do a short squeeze, everybody. They were so short. It looked like you should short the market. The daily didn't look right. There were certain indications to the average trader that you should short the market. But if you don't see the things that I see, I have a little bit of an insight. I got a special little thing going on with me. I can see things most people just cannot see. I also know how to trade small time frames, no matter what's happening on the bigger time frames. Beautiful trade for Bitcoin. We're up 40% now on the trade. Like, come on now. Like, banging on them to the upside. Banging on them. Look at a massive short squeeze coming for Bitcoin. Huge pump to the upside. We're going to the target now that I just put out there for you. Right there at 28,800. You didn't think we were going to get it that fast, did you? You didn't think the lifer was going to get it that fast. But the lifer, man, look, we only went up to almost 2880 here in the futures here. Wow. Wow. And they're getting sell-offs. There's massive sell-offs. People are taking profits quick. But look, the stochastic looks interesting. Let me double-click this puppy. Look at the stochastic still pushing up nicely. Just crossed the dotted line like it could get busy. Real busy. So, interesting enough, this thing looks like it's going to continue to plow ahead. Wow. Wow. Shout out to everyone that took gains with the lifer, man. We did it again. We did it again. Why watch other analysis? Anyway, there's a bunch of different people out there, and I appreciate them all. But, I mean, we are consistent. We consistent, baby. What short squeeze? Everyone longing. I don't know. What do you mean? Look at all these people we just squeezed. 42,000, 62,000, 32,000. A bunch of people just got squeezed. This is exit liquidity, man. You don't get up there until you get shorts to get taken down. So, stay blessed. Thanks for shorting into our bars. Yeah, we love y'all short. We love you guys who don't know how to trade. We appreciate you. Join the trading group. We can teach you so you don't end up on the wrong side. Look at this thing mooning. Absolutely mooning. Oh my gosh, what a trade. And the 4 hours just getting started. The 4 hours says, hey, I'm just getting started. This is just the beginning for me. We started this Man, I'm just so proud of my team, and I'm so proud of all the hard work that we put in every single day. Get yourself with a 99 and be on time. I know, if you're sick of missing, if you're sick of losing money, if you blew through $1,000 last month leverage trading, if you don't even know how to trade spot, if you haven't done any of these things for yourself, I don't know what to tell you. You got to step up your game. You got to get education. If you keep making the same mistakes, you got to do something different. Joining my trading group will be a different behavior than you've done before. I'm up again, but breaking even. Up 160%. Love it. Joshua Jellowick in the house. Sammy, did you see the charts I posted about the weekly candle looking similar to the last bull run started in the Discord? I think I did. I don't know, though. Inverted head and shoulder on the daily for me. DM me that stuff because I don't get to check everything that goes on in the trading group. I'm busy, man. I'm busy, bro. If I could, I would, but I can't, you know. And we're about to hit my target beautifully to the upside. I called it for you here for Bitcoin. Simple. Stochastics low. MACD was turning, you know. And I saw that there was a golden cross approaching here. Wow, we done did it. We done hit the target now. We done did it now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We banging on them in Florida. Made almost my day's wages on my break. Join the 99 and get the education, friends. Dude, tell people that we help them, man. Explain that, because there's so many scammy trading groups out there that really don't do what they say they're going to do. They post one thing. There's signals groups. This is garbage out here, man. I'm here every single day. I don't take a day off to differentiate myself from all these other trading groups. Name one trading group that has a guy that doesn't take a day off for over 1,000 days. I'm waiting. Every single day, baby. Come on, man. Wow, 43% gains on the trade now. Banging on them to the upside. And that thing looks like it could continue to the upside. 4 hour looks absolutely lovely. And when Jerome speaks, things can get really out of control. Remember that. Yo, your boy Casper never takes a day, baby. Yes, he does. He's taking days off. He's taken many a day off. Many a day off. I can prove it to you. And I'm not trying to compare it, but I haven't taken a day off in 1,000 days, man. Like, no lie. No lie. I love Jason Casper, but that you can ask him. Like, you know. You seem so accurate. I look at you from France, and I'm really thinking to subscribe. Why wouldn't you, dude? You know? Yeah. I deserve that. You know what I mean? I literally, for me to do no day off, I had to, like, it was insane what I had to do. Like, I travel with all my equipment. Live and love, guys. No need to compare. Only compare yourself to yourself yesterday. Amen. I'm competing with myself, man. Talk about the Discord. Anyway, but I love Jason Casper. He's my buddy, man. God bless him. Actually, over 1,000 days, dude. It's unheard of. It's unheard of in crypto YouTube. It's unheard of. 1,000 days? Like, come on, man. I can't even believe it. Whatever. Who cares? Enough about me. I do it to inspire you to know that you could do 1,000 days. It's not, I can die tomorrow. That's why everyone says, oh, you're talking about yourself. I could die tomorrow, man. I could be gone out of here. I want to inspire you to know that you can do it too. That's the point of all this. All right. Gala and ICP pumped also 100% total. Casper's a home sitter, bro. Hard to be on all-time lifer. Legit. Been doing it for years. I've watched with my own eyes. Amen. Don't compare me to Jason. I love him, man. And he is one of the most consistent people in the game. Guaranteed. I love that dude, man. Yeah, that's what I don't even like people comparing me to him because he's my buddy, man. Hopefully Bitcoin to 30K today. I took some profits. When we hit the top here, I took profit. I'll be honest with you. 7-minute and 5-minute were overbought. I sold the trade, right? I sold right there when we hit the target. I figured that was a good time to sell. However, I'm going to look for re-entry because I had such a good entry on the 4 hour that I almost didn't want to sell it. But I did because I like taking profits and I like paying myself. All right. If Bitcoin goes to 30K, altcoins going to do nothing. That's not true. Matic, certain coins will pump. And I just want to show you that I did close the trade No BS here. I have so much respect for you, Sam. You're doing so much good for the crypto community. Keep being you, man. Thank you. Retest in the start of Jerome's speech seems possible. Depends on the altcoin, right? And I closed my long for 42% gains, baby. And I'll post that to Twitter, man. It's like, now I got to do trade wars, man. I traded all day already. You know what I mean? I've been in a trade all night. Sam, do you have any strategies to adding to a trade? Retests. Yes. SR flips, retest. Hey, bro, you going to stay for Jerome's speech? I don't think so. Take profit, make a few legs down, and maybe a few legs long in a few minutes. Rinse and repeat. Floki has a great chart and also coming up the next month for them. Just had a few big announcements. Dump into the Fed speech. Trade wars. I am in trade wars today. Let's talk about what trade wars is. Actually, can one of my team members, Sean, make this tweet. Say up again, join the trading group, join MEXC. Put both links there for me. And I'm going to post you this because you guys can tweet that for me, please. If you could be so nice, I'd really greatly appreciate that. I just don't have the time to grab all the links, and I want it done right for a nice call to action. That's a beautiful call to action right there. We just took beautiful profits. Trade from last night. I'm sending you the MEXC link right now, Sean. If we can get that up to Twitter, please. Also, guys, when I sent you that morning video of me, I really wanted that up on Twitter like that morning. Like it's not relevant anymore. So this stuff's got to go out a lot faster than it did. I wanted to see it on Twitter. I wanted to see it on Instagram, and I wanted to see it on TikTok. I didn't see it on Twitter. I could be wrong, right? So guys, when I send, and I know if we're busy, we got to figure something else out. But if I send something out at 8 a.m., I want it out by like 9 or 10 in the morning, please. Or else, I mean, what's the point of me shooting it at 8 a.m.? You know what I mean? Anyway, I just for now, because I could have just posted it to there myself, to Twitter. So I expected to see it here on Twitter, and I didn't see it. I got kind of like, I was a little disappointed. I mean, to be honest. Sorry, I love y'all. I just would, I want things done. But I don't. Maybe it's here on Twitter and I don't see it. No, 16 hours. I don't see it, but I could be wrong. I just don't see it here. Anyway, it said all socials, right? That meant Twitter. Twitter is all socials, correct? Twitter, really, people like this stuff on Twitter. It's frustrating when you're the CEO and you say something, but no one hears you. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I said, can we post this to all socials? And then we don't post it to Twitter. But I'm like, anyway, you guys are the best. You guys work so hard, man. So may God bless you all. Like, I'm super happy, man. All right, so let's take a look at this. This flag likely wants to come back to the 200 SMA before it can get a bit of a pump. Stochastics want to reset. We'll pull a fib here. We'll also look for an, look, we also have this, remember this imbalance? And also, it created an imbalance that was, it created another imbalance in the same exact place. A double inefficiency. Dude, there was an inefficiency there and it created another one. Man, it filled that one, but then it created another one in the same place. How funny is that? So we have an inefficiency here at the 618 fib level. So this is something that we may want to look at. Again, what is the inefficiency? It's when these two candles do not meet. All right, you see them? I can make it a little smaller, but it's where these two candles don't meet. See? Right there. And that happens to be at the 618 Fibonacci level. These are the people that ran in late to the trade, right? With emotions. That's what I feel. Oh, like that's a pump. I should get in on it. Smart money already sold on their face, right? Like we did. We were in the trade patiently all night. All right. Okay, cool. All right. God bless, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all for doing what you guys do, and I love my team. I'd never want to seem like I don't. My team is amazing. What, this light died already? That's all it lasts? Wow. Can't even get an hour out of that light. That's crazy. Anyway, let's break down the super chats. Let's talk to each and every one of you. Let's have some fun. We nailed our Bitcoin trade. I took profit. And now we're going to watch it probably make some type of falling wedge back to the 21-day moving average. And then we're also going to be keen the fact that we're coming back into this order block and it's a 618 Fibonacci level. These are key areas that we have to look for. 4 hour did a beautiful move and it wants to continue to the upside. The 4 hours is just getting started. All right. That was a massive candle on the 4 hour. Congrats to anyone that took the move. We got the expansion like we were supposed to between 9 and 11 o'clock. So, or 10 and 12, really, we get pretty good moves too to the upside. Let's get back into what we're watching. All right. Interesting enough is the 15 minute still has legs, which tells me this might actually continue to plow up because the Stokes really want to continue to move. RSI is getting a little high, but no bearish div yet. No real bearish div yet here. It looks like we may get one more big pump. I usually sell a little early. In retrospect, when I look back, I usually sell a little early, but I take profits over and over again, right? So, Sam, do you agree if we make a higher high from the last candle at 28,991, it'll form a bearish div? Yes, it possibly could. Yeah. That's very good insight. You're spot on for saying that. You can deep dive VARA network. Thanks. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. Crypto Bob with the one more pump to get to the higher high, then short to 25. I don't know about that. That sounds like too easy, Armand. I would take it one step at a time, man. You know, but perfect sell, really. Like, we got a beautiful sell there, right? We sold the top on the live stream again, like the local top, and we gave you the trade before it happened. Hey, Sam, I just joined the trading group. Will you teach me how to trade on MEXC? I barely know how to work a computer. Yes. You should take like I have $300 one-on-ones, but I should do like quick, like $50 to $100, like half an hour sessions where I can just help people figure out what they need. You know what I mean? So I'll look to implement that, but my time is just super powerful. Maybe we could get someone to do that in my trading group. You could do like remedial teaching, like just simple stuff, like how to do MEXC and stuff like that. And we could do a split. Like I could charge an hourly rate and I'll take 20% or something. And it's another opportunity for someone in my group that knows what they need, that knows, and they can help us. You know, me and Master Friend teach some really high complex stuff. We need a tech support section. Yeah, interesting. There's always a place for people. Welcome back to St. Pete, Sammy. Check your Discord messages if you haven't. Want to hang if you got time. My contact number has changed. Oh, wow, you're changing your number. You're on incognito mode. Interesting. All right, I'll check my DMs. Is your name the same on the DMs? I get so many DMs, they're out of control. I almost just don't even look at them. I do have a message request. Email my wife right now, and we'll text you, and we'll email you my phone, and then text me. How's that? Email cryptolifers@gmail. Say it's Jamal. Here's my new number, and then I'll get it and text you. All right. Man, met Jew Satoshi. Lekker man, met Jew Satoshi. I don't know what that is. MEXC is awesome. That'll be good for the ones that don't know. We've all been there. Yeah, there's all kinds of tutorials on YouTube for spot trading, crypto, MEXC, Binance, KuCoin, all have relatively the same interface. Amen. Zeno is the man. Just DM Zeno or tag him in the Discord, and he's there. I know. How many hours is the speech? Usually about a half an hour to an hour. Missed the low entry, but graded a scalp 3% off the top. You wouldn't have missed the low entry if you were in the trading group. Actually, you are in the trading group, but it happens. Shout out to Rave Song Records. I really like your vibes lately. I've been seeing you in the group, and you really have a really, really cool presence, man. Thank you so much. Hassan Haj in the house. God bless you. Crypto 420 in the house. Crypto Bear Baker. And everybody out here, God bless each and every one of you for being here. VARA Network and Covalent, someone asked about. What are these two super chats here? Can you deep dive VARA Network and Jamal Antonio? We love you, Jamal. Thank you so much. Let's like that. And make sure I can like that with a little lifer logo. That's kind of cool. Little things are fun when you're trading. All right. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie said, send things to me and they'll get posted. Sean thought they needed to be edited into shorts. Thank you. So my team's like, we want to do more for you. You know, look at that perfect sell-off with the dumpage. And look, it's heading right back where to this level. And I should have opened a short there because I knew basically could feel out, and price action's going to come into this right here, man, into this fair value gap, baby. Because think about here, this wick extends into that, so it has to come here. You understand? You get it, dude? And the people that were late, all their stop losses are here. They have to be crushed for being late. When you're late to school, you have to get detention. These kids were late to the party. They are getting slammed now. Someone just got it. Went up. They were up too. Someone got in here. They were up huge. They got slaughtered. You know what I mean? They got absolutely slaughtered. It's just what happens. It used to happen to me when I didn't know what was happening. And I didn't pay attention to price action, right? And I didn't know how to read BOOKMAP. All right. And let's see what BOOKMAP's doing now. What a beautiful trade, everybody. We sold that TSLA. Unbelievable. And took profits. Look, we got now long liquidations here too. And BOOKMAP suggesting, this guy wanted me to zoom out and look all the way down at like the 10K Bitcoin level. I'm not, see, it would have wasted my time right now. Anyway, we can do that like on some long-term weekly stream or something. You know what I mean? But look, there's still liquidity at 29 and 29.6. There's way more liquidity above us than below us. BOOKMAP says that we go higher. The smaller time frames just have to reset. The big time frame wants to move. So we just got to wait for these smaller time frames to find their chi, find their place, and then we're likely going to get a pretty big move to the upside. Let's take a look at the VARA network on coinmarketcap.com. One of my favorite places to go. I probably go here 50 times a day or more some days. Loom got the massive sell-off you knew it was going to get after that huge pump. Whenever you see a huge coin pumping, don't chase it. Just know, hey, I could set this thing up, right? I got to get a community account here, guys. See how there's Lark Davis 1DO? We got to do this. Could we get the team on that? Making a community account here on CoinMarketCap, and then I'll start putting out coins I like, and I'll spend like 20 minutes or 10 minutes a day on here kind of building up the following, and people can follow me here too. Just something that looks like all the big people are doing. Looks like something we should do here. Making we'll work together, but something that I've been meaning to say for a week now, and I haven't. So the Bitcoin ETF looks apparently like something is going to brew, right? VARA network, let's take a look at it. $39 million market cap. Could definitely 100x if it has the right sauce, all right? 533 million self-reported. Total supply is huge, though, and it's self-reported. Looks like there's a lot of tokens to unlock, right? Total supply is what? A trillion, is that, right? No, 1 billion or 9 billion, or actually almost 10 billion, right? And there's only 533 million out, self-reported. I don't know, man. That's a little sketchy to me, right? You got to look at how many coins are out and how many coins they have. It's only on Coinbase too. People think just because it's on Coinbase, it can't be a rug or a shady, but you never know. Let's take a look at what they're doing. VARA's network Web3 paradigm shift. Built and test and run your own dApps at warp speed with Web3's highest performing layer 1 decentralized network. Build dApps, clam VARA. What are VARA's best use cases? Gaming, finance, and many. Enjoy high transaction throughput and prompt responses for your payment, financial applications, and ensuring speed and secure transactions. Many others. Uncover a robust, adaptable solution for experimental use cases such as tokenizing real-world assets and managing supply chains. Finding the ultimate solution for your gaming project with rapid and dependable performance. What if we could use VARA to make a gaming? I think we're going to come out with gaming. I really do. I see Jamie really wanting to create a game. Look, we went right to the fair value gap. I told you that was going to happen. I told you that was going to happen. I told you that was going to happen. I sold the top. We would have lost all those profits. Look at that. It was 800. You lost 200 on leverage. That's everything. You got to learn to pay yourself. Selling the local top feels good. It feels as good as buying the local bottom and making gains. Man, I work every day for this type of public efficiency, impeccable timing, trading at its best. Man, this is amazing. And you know what? I owe it all to God. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've blessed us with. Moment of silence, moment of prayer for everyone. Everyone here on this stream, if you're going through a tough time, we love you. May God help you. If you lost a loved one recently, we love you. May God help you. If you're going through depression, you're not finding your way, you feel frustrated, you got a boss that's hanging on you, you're not bringing enough money, your wife's upset, your kids are sad, things are going tough, you feel like the world is against you, you're a man alone, we love you. There is a way out. Your way out is through God and through you. Positivity and energy and gratitude will somehow find a way to abundance in your life. I can't explain how it happens, but it will. All right? But it will. God bless you all. And I just feel super, super appreciative whenever I go on a vacation and I go on a trip and things start to go well. And look, you can't move till you touch the 21-day moving average. Now you're likely, once you lose that and lose the red, you're likely to drop all the way back down to this line here. And believe me, I mean, there was some euphoria in here. We got the shorts to get squeezed. Now all the longs get squeezed. They're hurting people hard. If you didn't take profits quickly, you're stressing out right now. All right. So I like VARA Network. The supply got me a little worried. It's a standalone network and Gear protocol. Gear, started in 2021, is a next-gen cloud infrastructure platform providing intuitive and frictionless environment for Web 2 and Web 3 developers to build complex infrastructure solutions and disruptive dApps for any ecosystem. VARA is built upon 3 core concepts: the actor model, the persistent model, and 2 widely adopted models for massive computation and microservices architecture spaces, WASM. I like WASM. You know what I mean? WebAssembly-based virtual machines. WASM is a big deal. I used to talk about WASM a lot, like even a year ago. I would read through white papers. When I saw WASM, I knew that coin could actually bring it to another level. It's WebAssembly. It's how we're going to really get into Web 3. If you don't have WASM, it ain't happening. Look at that nasty short to the downside. Wish I had taken the short. But sometimes, man, you don't want to be in the stress of a trade, you know? Like I was already in the stress of a trade all night. Now I want to spend some time, you know, with my family and not look at my phone every 5 seconds. You know, mental capital. I want to preserve my mental capital, right? And I always talk about that. I never used it like that, but I always talk about your mind has only so much you can focus on. That's why I talk about focus and discipline. You can only focus on so many things at once. If you're all over the place, you will never achieve your goals and dreams. You must use your brain for what you need it for at that time. Okay? Super important. All right? Look how we're hanging out. Look how we came to the block that we told you we would. How did we know price was going to revisit this area? That's some ICT stuff right there, man. One of my buddies studied ICT for like, I shouldn't say one of my buddies, master friend, but he's one of my buddies, so I like to talk about him like a friend. But he's in my trading group. He joined my trading group. He took stuff that I taught him and took it to the next level. All right. Do we get a bounce here now in the 1 minute all the way back to the upside? I mean, this falling wedge could break up off of the chart. Let's take a look. This is a 786, isn't it? My God, you're right on the 786 right now. That says you should bounce to the upside and continue to move now. Now it looks like we may be able to get a quick scalp long on the 1 minute off the 786 up to the 200 SMA and into this order block right here. Let's look to see if we have any inefficiencies. We have one right there. We kind of came into it. Right there, there's a tiny one. It's like, no. There's one right here. So look, we're about to go visit this inefficiency now. It's craziness. But look, we're so likely to go right here. Because look, these 2 candles didn't meet. Bing. So now I'm seeing a long back to the upside here inside of this channel. And honestly, I'm channeling today. Some days I'm good, and some days I'm great. Like today I'm channeling for sure. Oop, dumpage didn't work, right? We also didn't get above this order block. So that's the, you can't get to that one till you get above this one. But again, I don't know. I haven't studied that. What I do know is once you lose the 200, the 50, you'll go all the way to the 200 SMA. So look, if you just traded with moving averages, you would learn so much. And look, there was a bearish divergence here. Right there. Bearish div for sure. Now you hit the 886 retracement. But see that swing up while that swung down? That was bearish div. Told you to get out of the trade. Right? I'm just fascinated how fast that dumped on us. Right back to the downside. And if you didn't take profits with me at the top, you got buried. Wow. I'm just amazed. I got in all night, stayed super patient, and then sold the exact area. Thank God I was live stream at the right time. Like, I swear the live stream puts me in a good position. He's like, oh, you have a CMC account. My team's like, we made that one for you a long time ago. UK33 D95 UJMS. What is that all about? We can't turn that into my name. But God bless you guys. Thank you for doing that. But no logo? Put the logo in there, no? Put the logo, man. Oh, you just made it, I think. God bless you. Let's get the logo going. How do we make that custom? Maybe we have to get more followers and they'll let us do custom. Monday Crypto Forecast, 23rd of October. Upcoming lives. Wow. Blur had a little bit of a move, right? Let's take a look at SafePal. I was pretty heavy in SafePal. Got to look at some of the things I'm doing. I'm also doing here. It's a reality TV show showing you what I do with, what I'm doing all the time. So SafePal blasted up just like Bitcoin did. Came back down, but SafePal's in the money still. Look at SafePal. Why do I like SafePal so much? I mean, the 3-day chart is just about to erupt, and it's been mooning. It has 3 white soldiers now on the 3-day. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. It's a very bullish sign. One, you could say you already just broke out of this ascending triangle already. Bang. Golden cross on the 3-day chart. This thing is erupting. It is at a resistance right now, but I can see this thing moon to the upside. I put about $6,000 into this trade, and it's up pretty nicely already. We'll see what happens. Wow, daily's okay. 22 hours a little beat at resistance. We're going to have to get back above that level. 4-hour wants to pump, so I wouldn't get out of this till the 4-hour finishes its cycle. And, we'll see what happens from there. And then we got this beautiful flag retest something going on here. Pull a Fibonacci here. Look, there's a fair value gap right there between that candle and that candle. And so it's likely we're going to come into this golden pocket for a possible bigger entry. And then remember, the 3 days behind you. So you use these smaller time frames to mine in, and then use the bigger time frames to pay off and get you paid, right? Logos are there. Maybe it takes a bit. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Maybe I just didn't hit the page yet. Okay, they're there, but it didn't. Thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing. God bless you. Now we're on CMC, baby. You guys are awesome. God bless you all. All right. Now my team's like, who's sending you that? Funny. And remember, didn't I, Sean, hold on one second. Sean, you want to put this one out. I'm sorry, man. 47% winner, man. Not the other one. But maybe, maybe you haven't done it right. Yeah. But when you can, space them out. You're right. You're doing great. Space them out. Look, my team.
I'm looking forward to my next 1,000 days, and you should.
It's always hard to play when I'm streaming. It doesn't work. That's the one thing that I haven't been able to figure out. No, actually, you know what? I can play on other. I've learned this. I can play on other, like on Microsoft Edge, it seems to work. So Brave can't handle the dual browsing, but Microsoft Edge seems to work. So if I can copy paste this into Edge. So that's how I figured I can get through the Jerome Powell speech. If I had to do it. Funny, look at this throwback when I met. This is the first time I ever met Ben in person. We had seen each other in person before, but that was the first time we ever met in person. Funny, this is like old school. I don't know why it's showing like, my dad died today, massive heart attack. Oh wow, it's like archiving old tweets somehow. Weird, right? Kind of just revisited the day my dad died. Like, wow. And my wife was pregnant on September 12th, but we lost the baby, everyone. It was sad. Didn't pan out, you know. All right, let's take a look at any super chats that are coming out on the P section here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. What's your strategy for the show today? Have only an hour to trade. We'll be scanning to look for assets that will pump around the time. You're the best, man. When planning your next baby? We tried a couple times. See what happens. Life gives and we take, but we are passers-by. Blessings all. Yo, bro, my dad always watches you. You're me and my dad's favorite YouTuber. Lifer, man. Love from the Netherlands. Shout out to Elias Bracelets, man. We love you. Thank you so much for saying that. Unify struggled to get above the D pivot as soon as it breaks to the next 620. As soon as it breaks up to the 627 pivot. Yeah. Nikola Motors is a good short. Interesting. How's the trip? Looks like you're having fun. I mean, I just got here last night. Always in my prayers, Sammy. God bless you, Robert. God bless you, Rodney Robinson. I love you, man. Sam, why are you so awesome? Because you're so awesome, man. That's why. You know why? Because God put so many good people in my life. That's why. That's really the main reason, man. God has put so many blessed people in my life. And it's been an amazing time to be alive. I'm trying something. I want to see if this will play. It'll never play on this, but I feel like the bandwidth is better on Edge. And Edge will do it. Edge should take me to the tweet, right? Nah, still have some struggle. It plays better on Edge.
Trading group, I put a chart out real quick. Went over last night's trade. Went up 11%. It's a beautiful day. God has blessed us with another beautiful day on this beautiful earth. I can't tell me how many great days I've had in the last 1,000 days, but I've had many. And I'm looking forward to my next 1,000 days, and you should too. Time is your most precious asset. I appreciate anyone who shares it with me. And when you share it with me, I'm gonna make sure I benefit you. We're gonna produce value. You give me value, I'm gonna give you value back every single time. Yes, I'm holding my flip-flops because I wanna feel my feet on the sand, baby. I'm here on Treasure Island, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida, where the smell of the ocean is vibrant and where the sun beats down on you almost every single day. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. You can, you will. You are the best. I love you all. Enjoy this beautiful earth that God made for us all. Stay positive. You have a great future ahead of you. I know it. So whenever I'm staying oceanfront.
What a great message, man. That makes me like... I'm in love with God. It's really creepy. I shouldn't say creepy, but it's like my obsession with God. I never had this type of relationship with God that I have now. For me, I don't want to be creepy. It's a blessing. But my old self, it's still unique to me because I'm like, wow, this is interesting. All right. Let's break down the news for each and every one of you for see what's happening today in the news. Shout out to everybody on the live stream. And let's kind of break down the news. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the news intro. I don't know if I have the news intro loaded here. I never even got the right one that I was supposed to do all along. No, I never loaded the news intro, but we'll jump on into the news right away. Thank you, Jamie, so much for hitting me up with the news. I appreciate that. If we weren't talking, I wouldn't even have seen you. Okay, let's break it down. Grayscale to sidestep the SEC. Expert ponders bold Bitcoin ETF move. In a recent former Twitter exchange, Nate Gressy, president of the ETF store and host of the ETF Prime podcast, and Scott Johnson, finance lawyer at Davis Polk, dissected the potential for Grayscale to make a daring move regarding the uplisting of its spot Bitcoin ETF to the New York Stock Exchange. Their conversation revolved around possible advantage and risks and implications of such a decision. They initiated the discussion by suggesting a daring strategy. Interesting hypothetical play for Grayscale. Just go ahead and uplist GBT to New York now. Make SEC force delisting and ask for forgiveness later, or just point to the court victory. Obviously, we need the New York Stock Exchange and market makers and apps to go along. Probably the trickiest part. But what's the risk at this point? Johnson responded with skepticism about the New York Stock Exchange willingness to support Grayscale's bold Bitcoin ETF move, pointing out the need for an effective registration statement for the ETF. Dude, when you go to the DMV and you try to get a license and they make it so hard that you can't get a license, eventually you got to make a new system. They're making it impossible for us to do what we need to do. They've gone through all the regulatory framework. They've gone through all the hoops. They've given them everything, and they still refuse. Spot BF already approved. So the thread on X, Johnson delved deep into the ongoing saga between the SEC and Grayscale regarding the conversion of the GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF. Citing a recent interview with the SEC chair Gary Gensler, Johnson speculated that Gensler is keeping a low profile on GBTC, and there is likely a battle going on behind the scenes over whether Grayscale will have to resubmit its application after the ruling. He highlighted the SEC issued a disapproval order on January 29th, 2022, just a week before their final deadline. Yet, in a turn of events, the D.C. Circuit ruled the disapproval order unlawful on August 28th. Johnson outlined the complicated implications of this ruling. So the tricky question is, how does this order to vacate by the D.C. Circuit actually impact GBTC? Did the SEC satisfy the statute of the issue, a disapproval order, or even if it was later ruled unlawful and vacated? And that's a lot of legalese. I'm not going to say but if I read through it slowly, it makes sense. They're you use this one ruling to say that, but you never fully stated it because we appealed it. Now you're trying to hold us back to resubmit, but you never even went against the first submission properly. So how can we take your next submission properly? It's how do we listen to your rules if you don't abide by them yourself? I think that's kind of the idea here, but need I digress, right? So what I like about what happened, you can almost see SafePal bouncing with a retest and then bouncing back to the upside here. I'm watching SafePal. I'm in it for a good chunk of money, of course, but that's what, but it is what it is, man. Circle to let merchants pay for customers' gas fees with Web3 wallet upgrade. Southeast Asia super app Grab is currently piloting the new product to cover gas fees for its Singapore users. Circle to let merchants pay for customers' gas fees. This is amazing. USDC stablecoin issuer Circle Internet Financial on Thursday released an upgrade for its Web3 programmable crypto wallet that allows merchants to take over and pay for their customers' transactions fees. According to the press release, the new function called Gas Station lets businesses sponsor users' gas fees, the cost for money or transfers on blockchains, leveraging the ERC-433 Paymaster. That's kind of nice because you don't want to come here and then if I ask you to buy a sweater and you buy a sweater for $50, but then you have to spend a $5 gas fee, you're not going to want to use cryptocurrency. If I pay for your gas fees and make it part of the sweater, then you're going to want to go. Because when you go somewhere, you want to pay for $4. You don't want to pay $4. And what if they're like, hey, by the way, that's 40 more cents. I was at a restaurant recently. If you paid cash, they basically gave you a price. And the price was all cash on the menu. But if you decided to pay credit card, they were going to add a 4% charge onto the menu. And they said it right there. There was a little sign that says, anyone who doesn't want to pay cash, they said the menu is written in cash. If you don't want to pay, and that's just now you're paying for transaction fees, technically, right? Same idea in a way, and not exactly the same, but what I mean is if you have to use your credit card, you pay more because you're paying for the transaction fees. They take the cash because it's all just one thing. We want crypto to feel like that. That's an interesting thing. That's why this is awesome. This function went live on Matic mainnet and testnet as well as Ethereum, and later will be expanded to more blockchains. It's a really smart thing. ERC-433, I love it. I can pay the gas fee. I can hit a little button, pay the gas fee for you. If you want to pay cryptocurrency, I could pay the gas fee for you. Now, again, takes a little bit of my profit, but it also benefits my customer, and that's the key move. I love this. This is huge. Bitcoin asset manager OnRamp unveils multi-sig platform, adding BitGo to custodians. With multi-sig security, several custodians control the private keys to the Bitcoin being held. BitGo will perform the role alongside CoinCover and Kingdom Trust. I like that. I'm outside. Someone says, give me all your Bitcoin. I can't. There's 7 other people involved. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to bring me there, and then you have to get an army, and it's just not going to happen. It's useless. If we get multi-sig on everything and people have multi-sig through financial institutions, the financial institution can't steal your Bitcoin, and no one can access your Bitcoin without you going to the financial institution and getting a multi-sig. The only problem is, what if someone ever turns, it's sad you have to beg someone, hey man, I need your multi-sig for my own money. But again, as with the trust, OnRamp is harnessing multi-signature security in which several custodians control the private keys to the Bitcoin being held. The asset manager has tapped BitGo. Now, that's how this should be done at institutions. We're holding 5, say I was working for a giant institution. We're holding 10,000 Bitcoins, 30,000 Bitcoins. Not one person should ever be able to access that. We all have to, all the top 4 people or 5 people have to get together to access the funds. This is the greatest thing ever. That's how all custody should work. And this is why we need regulation. Because then we could put all this stuff into a regulatory framework and we could vote on it and we can get it done. When they run away from this, then people aren't going to custody properly because there's no rules. There should be multi-sig rules for custody. There should be a bunch of rules for how to custody. And we know how to do it. Blockchain knows how to do it. Bring us in. Let's have the talks. But every time we try to have the talks, they refused to actually do it. Coinbase went multiple times, head over heels, went to meetings, waited, and just were consistently brushed off as if they just weren't worth it. That's not how you treat people in America. That's not how you go forward. That's why everyone's so frustrated recently. And that is the news. Thank you so much for watching the news. I bring you a 3 to 5 minute segment every single day to keep you on the cutting edge of what's happening. I mean, now you know that basically merchants can pay for fees. That's a huge deal. You know that Bitcoin managers should be doing multi-sig platforms, and they add BitGo to custodians. And that's, it kind of leads me into how we should be doing custody. And then on top of it, USDC has that Circle wallet to pay for people, in Grayscale really might make a big move. And that would be really big news if they just kind of go and force themselves on the stock exchange. And then they're like, what are you going to do now, SEC? You're going to kick us off now? Why don't you kick us off now? Like make them make a move for once. Put them on the defense. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Let's go back into BTC before I jump on out of here. It's 11:44. I don't know how the show keeps running the way it does. Bang, bang, bang. So Bitcoin continued to pump after it just completely slaughtered. So let's take a look. Where were we on BTC? Wow, Bitcoin continuing. Look, doesn't care. Came down and just ripped. Let's take a look at that 5-minute chart. So it did. Look, it did. Let's look at BTC, USDT, KuCoin. So we had that order block, and that was the order block that held us down. Look at that. We did pump off that order block, just like I suggested we would. We did bounce off the golden pocket, just like I thought we would. So insane, right? And we even talked about this on the 1 minute for the reversal, right? And said it could be a time for the long, and the long did play out. That's insane. We gave you the order block that we found on the 1 minute time frame? Because I saw that these two candles did not meet. There was an inefficiency. Maybe was it, no, let's see. Where was how did I found that inefficiency. Let me just see. Maybe it was a smaller, no, I couldn't have been on that small of a time frame. 7-minute inefficiency. Well, there's an inefficiency there too, right there and there. Interesting. But I did find this inefficiency, and I remember seeing it, like there it was there originally. So we already knew that was going to be a key area to come to. And look, we went right there and bounced off of it. I mean, that's insane. And I'm just learning these new concepts, and I'm putting them into play. Really interesting. Like, look at that. That's amazing. And the 7-minute says you're going to continue to go to the upside. The 4-hour wants to pump, And that's my problem too. I'll be in a trade. Like I had a beautiful entry in the 4-hour. Probably no reason to leave it. The 4-hour still says it's going to moon to the upside. So now you find smaller time frames to get in. That was an interesting place to get in right there on that 5-minute retracement on the fib. This is why people get stopped out. They don't realize how hard trading is. You have to know your fibs. You have to know your order blocks. You have to know your retracements. You have to know all this stuff, and you can't just wing it. You can't just say, oh, it's just gonna happen for me today. Like, no, like it doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the moves. You have to plan out every entry. You have to plan out every exit. You have to write down your trades in a diary. You have to care about every single thing you're doing. If you don't, you're going to be in trouble. All right. This could double top on us, but look how low. Now it did lower than the order block and then pump back up on the 1. But the 5-minute really technically held the order block with some wicks to the downside. Oh yeah, here was the inefficiency right there. That one and that one. See there on the 5-minute. That wick didn't hit that wick. So I knew we were going to come right down to it after the pump. Crazy, right? High stochastics tell you when it's happening, right? Pull the fib. And then if the fib is even extended and you can see that the order block's at the 618, then you can even get a chance of where your price action is going to go. You get it? I don't know if my mind just figured that out. Let me show you. Because like, say I was drawing a fib and I kept just, figuring out where we're going to go. And I put this on the order block. Then I can kind of sense of where we're probably going to end pushing too. Isn't that weird? I don't know if that might have gone over someone's head, but if it didn't, you might figure out what I just said. It's pretty awesome. Look, falling volume with falling price says you'll get a reversal. What happened? You had falling volume, falling price. Sellers started to fall off, and you got a massive reversal to the upside. So they got the pump going. Then they shredded it right back down, and then shredded it right back up to the upside. Crazy. If you were in a high leverage long with a lot of money, you would have been down like 30K and back up 30K immediately. So what do I see happening later on today? Let's take a look at Bitcoin USD chart on Binance. And let me give my mind a second here to think. We'll delete all my old work and we'll start fresh again. I mean, the daily candle is so massive and ridiculous. And we called this. I mean, we were saying how bullish the daily looked, even though it's overbought. And then we were all about the 4-hour breaking out, right? I was all about this. This was the trade I put out last night. Hasn't hit the target yet. The target's pretty big. and you wait for price to touch the 21, and that's when you get explosiveness. I teach this every single day. I talk about the 21-day moving average, the 21-day moving average. I've given people so much free teaching that they've made money on the live stream from the education from the live stream, not even being in a trading group. Forget a trading group. You can make money on the live. A lot of people join the trading group because they want to help more people make the money they made. You get it? You could say this is a bearish div now, though, on the 4-hour time frame. But it looks like we'll get a little more pumpage here. So that's why we go to the smaller time frame. So look, now we have a beautiful support of resistance flip at 28,727. We're above 28,700 now. That's beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. And remember, the weekly support of resistance, now there's a really high likelihood that we'll close the candle above. And that weekly is so much above the 200 SMA. This is what I've been waiting for. This is a huge bullish sign, everybody. If you trade with me, once you get above the 200 SMA, there's a chance maybe we wick back and we close the week. But there's a chance you remember this day. All right? I'm telling you right now, write this down, clip this out. There's a chance right here. We get above this, we pump, and you never see Bitcoin down here again. It never goes back below this 200 SMA. There's a pretty good likelihood, but we're going to go, I could backtest this for you. I'll do it because I know you don't believe me. Watch, we'll take a look at Tesla, all right? We'll look at Tesla on the NASDAQ. We'll look at the weekly chart. Even the 3-day, but look at the weekly. The second you got above that 200 SMA, big moves happen here. Look when you got above the 200 SMA here on the weekly. That was the beginning of the rest of its life. And so Bitcoin could be right here, right now. Look. Just, after the lows, just above the 200 SMA. And no one thinks anything of it right now. They're just like, whatever. And then it could turn into something like this. Not guaranteeing it, but I'm just telling you, this is the door to the biggest move ever. The weekly 200 SMA, baby. All right, look at that double top on Tesla. That looks like it's going to go down even more, man. I would short that if I was already in the top, but that's got a measured move further down. It's also kind of resembles a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder in a way. It even has some bearish divvy there. That looks like Tesla may come all the way back down. Dude, why did Tesla get sold off so bad? It hit the high of 296, slammed down to 219. But I call this pump. Look at that thing. I mean, that's funny. But look, that looks like it's going to go lower. I'm not going to do long-term TA on Tesla right now, but I just wanted you to understand. Look, and then if we let's go to gold. Gold ounce TVC, right? Look what happened the weekly got above the 200. Bitcoin could be right here, right now. You dip below it for a little while, you get back above it, you play games. Everyone says you're going lower, then you get back above it and you're gone. Look at, I got a long-term chart for gold. Gold's doing everything that I'm looking at it to do. Look at my 3-day chart for gold inside of let's look like to be a big ascending triangle. Look at this, the cup and the handle. This is a cup and handle that started in 2011. I mean, this is a 12-year cup and handle. That's insane. And then it broke out and made another flag. My measured move for the cup and handle is to $2,800 bucks. All right. That's where I see us going for Bitcoin. For gold, sorry. Let's jump into the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? How we feeling? God bless everybody out there on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. And yeah. Wow, they're doing a lot of crazy volatility today. Shout out to the 668 beautiful souls on the live. Hey, my bro, nice to see you on again. What's your thoughts on Bitcoin at the moment? I just went over that, my man. We timestamp that all the time. I just went over Bitcoin. And I'll show you. I've given you my bigger time frame stuff. That hasn't changed. And I'm talking about how the weekly is likely going to close a weekly candle above 28,000. We talked about this flag breaking out. The 1 hour is very overbought. The 15-minute is starting to show a bearish divergence. Okay? It's likelihood we're going to go sideways here until the Jerome Powell meeting. And people are going to watch and wait. And then there's going to be volatility. They're not going to miss an opportunity to wreck you. I'm not going to trade the volatility. I'm going to wait for it to end, and then I'm going to find out wherever we are. Good thing is going that we've made big moves. This is a double bottom, all right? The measured move of the double bottom. Now, they may sweep the liquidity lows, meaning they may grab the lows at the bottom, but usually you get the measured move first, and that does tell us we can get to 29,448, 29,005. Many shorts have opened up in the last hour or so. Let's see if we get a hike. Crypto Wider is waiting for you by the pool. Thank you. How do you know that? Come on, Gina. Gina Bombina, love it too. OMG. Yo. Let's go. It'll be cloudy this afternoon. Let's go. All right. So I probably won't be doing the Jerome Powell meeting for the first time in a long time, which I'm really sad about. I've covered every single one of his meetings. But you know what? There's a time to be with family. Learn from me, everyone. There's a time where no matter how much you love your business, now how much time you put in, your family comes first. Your family comes first. So when you see me today, not on Jerome Powell, and you watch someone else's stream, and you know that you would have had more fun with me on the 1 minute, just know that I'm with my family and I'm doing what I got to do. All right. Sent you some art to the Crypto Lifers email. Hope you like it. Ooh, I want to check it right now while I'm live. Can I do that? That's exciting. That's really exciting. Shout out to the 661 beautiful souls on the live. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless each and every one of you. I will continue to show up every day. I will continue to find gains for you. I will continue to find it. We call that beautiful pump. Now I'm watching the 15-minute go sideways till it hits the 21-day moving average and make a flag here. Nothing crazy. All right. Have fun, Sammy. He is coming in 6 minutes. I know, right? Spend some time with your family. That's all that matters. Powell in 6 minutes. Love to hear you spend time with the family. Have a great day. Put your Speedo on and walk down. She's funny. But Jerome Powell talks at 12 o'clock. And the market's going to be crazy. And I get the most views whenever I do that. It's not about you and your views, Sammy. It's about your family today. It's time to check out and do the right thing. I think that's what I'm saying to myself right now, right? Watch this flag on the 15-minute. 4 hours still looks absolutely lovely. Double bottom of the 1 hour. We want you to spend all day with your family. I'm all you need to view, says my wife. Are you in a bikini? One thing I want to give you is the CME watch tool, and then we're out of here for the day. And I didn't get to go over a bunch of altcoins like I usually do, but we'll get to them. Let me tell you, any super chats. We did the deep dive of the VARA network. We're all super chatted out, right? Have a great day with your family. Thanks for everything you do, Sam. Don't let Powell mess up a good day. Thoughts on Sol? The Wicks will be taken out. Are you against looking at meme coins? I threw some casino money into Turbo. No, I'm not against that. The guy who created Turbo was actually a really cool guy. If you read his story, he's an interesting artist. He never thought that was going to happen to that coin. His story is amazing. The only views you need is your family's views. Draco, join and you won't be disappointed. We have some wildly talented traders. Much peace and love. Thanks for your time, Sammy. Shout out to Crypto Bellico in the house. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And this is the watch guide. 13 days till the next FOMC meeting. 96% we will not get a rate hike, right? He's going to be talking about later on, 2024 and on. And that's where everyone's wondering, like, what is he saying about the next year? That's why everyone wants to know what he's saying. I need to know what he's saying. Like, it affects me greatly, right? Have a great day with the family. You're the best, Sammy. Thank you. If you live now, you'll have 2 hours with us. Yeah, because I'm going to be on Trade Wars again today too, guys. So I have another hour of my time away from my family. All right. You have no idea how much I want to stay and do the Jerome Powell, though. I love this track. When I get to my 200, I'm going to have to invest half my education to join the trading group. Whatever makes you happy, I really believe it will propel you to the next level. All right. Bitcoin is going to go sideways now for a while. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. Bitcoin's going to go sideways in a flag on the 15-minute till it touches the 21. Then it's likely to pump again. I'm probably going to enter the trade again because the 15-minute looks good. There's no screen share tonight. I made that clear in the trading group. Look at all my posts. I will be at an event tonight with the Cardone buddies and having a great time. So, and a bunch of other influencers. Gareth Soloway is going to be there. A bunch of other people. I'm super excited. Sam, get out of here already and go to the beach and take your family out. Do it. All right, everyone. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Let's zoom out. I wanted to show you what it looked like behind me. That's the beach right there. Look at that. That's the ocean right there. That's the ocean right there. Beautiful day. No, I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. Small, I'm 191 pounds, dude. 190 pounds? You want to come meet me in a dark alley, bro? No, you don't. No, you don't. Let's go. Let's go. And everyone who wants to see, do I wear pants? I wear pants and I wear shoes. All right? On my live streams. Oh, my legs are huge, man. You ain't messing with my thighs. My thighs are big, bro. When I bah. Nah. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay blessed. I didn't get to comb my hair right today, so whatever, but you know what? Just be yourself and people will love you. That's all that matters. God bless everybody. I'll see you later on. And maybe some updates, and I'll be doing social media throughout the day. I love you. Take the shirt off. Okay. Sam, you're the GOAT. Thick thighs save lives. Amen. I would have the fear of water coming up on me. You're funny. Beach hair. Enjoy your time out. I'm going to the beach. That's it. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach with my family. All right? Couple hours. That's it. Look, I'm doing it. I'm actually going to stop working for once in my life. My wife's like, come on. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. They want the shirt off. You want the shirt off? You want the shirt off? You're going to get the shirt off. At home, I would have my piece right here, but, you know, catch me slipping. That's why I said, Rodney, man. Come on. Come on now. Shout out to everybody. I love y'all. Have a great day. Stay blessed. To the guy that paid and can't access Discord, just email Crypto Lifers. Go to my website, cryptolifer.com, and go to the support section and put in a support ticket. It goes right to my wife. When we sit down today and eat in an hour, she'll make sure you're in there, man. I have a whole team, and we really pride ourselves on customer service. No lie, like, all right. All right, let's do 50 push-ups together with our legs up. With our legs up on the thing. Can we do it? 50 with our legs up? Can't mess up my Ferraganis. With your legs elevated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Have a great day, everyone. I love y'all. Stay motivated. Stay blessed.